Hello, friends. If you are watching this as a recording, this live stream, you can feel free to skip forward about 5 minutes because it will be about 5 minutes before I start the healing. But first, please listen to this message and proposition that I have for you. I will do probably not starting next week, but the week after that, a 1 week healing journey for an exclusive 5 to 10 people. And this healing journey will be free. We will be working privately in a group setting over Zoom call every night, every evening for 7 days straight. I decided to do this because I want you to experience the power of a perhaps more focused Reiki transmission. I would say that the most powerful, most healing one is when you only work one-on-one over a longer period of time. But I wanted to provide this for more people at the same time, so I think this is a good compromise. And I really hope that some of you will be interested in partaking in that, because the healing can have very profound effect over one week, more so than what you might believe or expect. So if you are interested in partaking in this 1 week free healing journey together with me, then I suggest that you check in the description below. I have a link to my Facebook page, Reiki Healing by Alexander Kumlin, and I suggest that you send me a message there on that page, and we'll set everything up there. I'll give you a little bit more information. So feel free to contact me there if you're interested in partaking in a 1 week free healing journey. So the healing journey will consist of, as I said, a live healing session in a group setting over a Zoom call with around 5 to 10 people at the same time. We will talk a little bit. I will do healing. After that, we'll have a little bit of discussion, and whoever wants to can share their experience. And we'll just see what can happen in a week. I have very, very positive hopes for that, and I feel that the intent is very pure, and I think that if you join that, you will have a very, very, very good time. So let's aim for that. Now I will do a healing transmission tonight as well, but I will wait a couple of more minutes so that people had the chance to join this live stream, as it was a spontaneous one. So just stay in the loop. If you want to join this healing, stay in the loop, get yourself comfortable, maybe bring some water to the next to you, wherever you are, if you're sitting or lying, and we'll get started in a very short time. Also, if you're interested, you can write in the chat here, and if you have any questions about it, feel free to write in the chat or in the comment section below if you're watching this as a recording. So I can, shortly before we start, just talk a little bit about the effects I have experienced myself over thank you, Eva, over the most intense periods that I've practiced Reiki, when I practiced perhaps even several times a day, but at least once a day over a set period of time or longer period of time. And it's just like with meditation or with any practice, that the more you concentrate, the more you do something focused, the more you can bring up and release the better you become also in this process of self-healing, because that's essentially what this is about. Reiki is not about me doing something for you or me healing you. It's about you healing yourself. And every time we do this together, you're recognizing a little bit of how that works, how you do this process, how this works for you, how you're releasing past trauma, mental, negative mental patterns, and those sorts of things. So there was a period last summer, for example, that I was practicing Reiki very intensely for actually, I don't know, maybe 2 months. I was doing it every day and at least 1 hour every day. And already, after a couple of days, you can start to really feel that you are much more centered, much more calm, much more clear in your head. You feel more open-hearted, so that when things happen in your daily life, if you have stressful work, if you have a lot of people around you who are very toxic, you begin to see that you are not affected. You are not affected in the same way that you were before. And with this more open and wider perspective, your whole life really changes. So doing a 1-week healing can really create tremendous change and tremendous transformation in your life. So I really, really hope that we'll get, well, we have two at least, two, not just at least, we have two, which is amazing. And I guess the fewer people we are, the more intimate it will be, in a very positive way. But let's start the healing. I will actually first just share this like I usually do on my Facebook page, because I think that everyone should get the opportunity to experience Reiki and learn how to heal themselves, even without the help of someone else. Because wouldn't it be really great to just learn how to master your own energy? So, and learn how to master your own mind, your own emotions. Life would be a lot more peaceful if we all could do that. All right. So before we get going, I would like to ask you to, if you like this video, if you like when I do the live streams, if you like the Reiki energy, please put a thumbs up. It really helps. It lets me know if you like this or not, so I can understand what you guys are, what you guys are being helped by, what you like. Because as I said, if you watch this video that I made, I think it was yesterday, I really want to build this channel into something even more valuable, to really be there for you guys, anyone going through a hard time in their life, who needs some guidance, who needs some help, and really wants to learn how to heal themselves. I really want to be there for you. So put a thumbs up, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Let's get going. Let's get healing. Begin by taking a few deep breaths. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in. Every time you breathe in, feel that you're coming a little bit deeper into your stomach. Feel that the air, the oxygen is filling up your body, nourishing your body. And with every breath, you're settling down a little bit more. Just keep steady with your breath. Feel that you're getting calmer. If you want, you can keep a hand on your heart to stay centered. And this hand on your heart and following your breath down into your belly, into your stomach, can really help to anchor you into this body right here and right now, into this experience. That is a tool that you can use at any time during the day, should you feel stress, tension, or any kind of emotion that upsets you. It will help you to stay grounded. Welcome back. You can take a deep breath in, fill up your whole body with air, move your toes and hands, fingers, feet. Gently open your eyes and come back into the room. How was that? Did you feel the heat? There was a lot of heat. There's a lot of heat on this side of the screen. On this side of the screen. A lot of heat, some light, energy passing through the whole system, going from the root of the spine all the way up to the top of the head and out. Richard, if you're still in here, maybe you want to share what you experienced. If you don't, that's okay too. If anyone is in here still, feel free to share what you experience. It's always nice to hear. And if you experience something that was a little bit troubling to you, it can be nice also to get another perspective on it. Because sometimes we go through patches, well, rough patches on our healing journeys, on our life journeys. And sometimes when we're in the middle of those really dark times, it can be hard to see anything positive. But even those really, really dark times are bringing you into something much, 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 much better. I can promise you that. Even the things that seem to lead nowhere. So if you recently just joined, then I want to let you know that in about 1 week's time, we'll be doing a 1-week healing journey for 5 to 10 people. It will be online on Zoom video call, and it will be completely free for the first 5 to 10 people that join. And it will only be for 5 to 10 people because I want to keep the group a little bit smaller. And the idea here is to bring as much healing as possible and a great transformation in 1 week to help you if you join, to help anyone who joins to awaken their own healing abilities, learn a little bit more about Reiki and energy healing, meditation. Most of all, just release a lot of karma, work through a lot of karma, and come out of that week a new person, a fresh person with a clear mind and open heart. So if you want to join this 1-week healing journey, you can check the link in the description below this video, where I have a link to my Facebook page, Reiki Healing by Alexander Kamle. And you can head onto that site and you can write me a message, and I will tell you a little bit more about the details of this healing journey. So I also want to thank everyone who joined in on this very spontaneous healing session tonight. Thank you for being here. I am very grateful that you joined me. It's so nice to have someone to to give this amazing healing energy to. It's a very, very beautiful experience on my end too. And I hope that it was beautiful on yours as well. And perhaps it didn't seem very beautiful. Perhaps you experienced some heavy emotions, some erratic thoughts, restlessness, or maybe even some dark visions. Um, but in due time, you will learn to see what those darker experiences bring you, what light they bring you, how they can reflect the beauty in you, and how they are the only way to actually heal you. You see, the dark, it's often depicted as something horrible and scary, and we seldom want to see the dark parts of us, even though we all know that they exist there. Most of us don't know the depth of them because we seldom dare to go so deep into us that we really see the root of this darkness. We're so afraid of it. But it's depicted as dark and darkness because it's really unconscious. It's unconsciousness. And so let me just let the words come. I had something very important to say about this. Happy manifesting, Anita. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much. Very nice to have you here. And I want to say just as a reminder, if you're watching this live now or as a recording, to press the subscribe button, but also the bell button, because then you will get a notification every time I upload a live stream. Because otherwise you will rarely know when I do that. And I'm quite spontaneous when I feel guided to do this live stream, then I will do it within 15 minutes or something. Sometimes I plan it a little bit beforehand, but most of the time it's spontaneous. So if you want to receive free healing, remember to click also the bell button. But I was talking about darkness, unconscious, and when we start to realize that we really have to go into this darkness, that there is something there, that what we were conscious of, what we have seen as light, what we have been aware of so far is not satisfying us. We cannot find what we're looking for there. So we start to face our fears and we go deeper and deeper into the darkness, and we can experience something that is often called dark night of the soul or dark night of the mind, where life seems to turn completely upside down, and it can be a really harrowing experience that can last for days, months, or even years sometimes. But in this falling into the darkness, we also eventually we hit the bottom of this, and we start to see that it's not as scary as we thought, because we start to see that it was the mind that was interpreting these experiences all along. And it was the mind that said that these are scary. They weren't actually scary per se. The actual reality was not scary because it just was. And it's in this depth, in this darkness, that we begin to find our way to light again, that the light inside of us starts shining brighter, and we start to light up this darkness and start to become conscious. So from a more perhaps neurocognitive perspective or neuroscientific perspective, we can say that we are diving into we're starting to become aware of our subconscious mind patterns, subconscious emotional patterns. We start to become aware of many of the um, bodily processes that we didn't think we could be aware of, and just how the body is very much working on its own without our involvement, how the mind is working independently, how our emotions are working rather independently, and how we are the web, the interconnection between all of these aspects of us. And little by little, the mind starts to loosen up, and this fear dissolves. And the deeper we go, eventually, the more light there will be, the more awareness of everything that is going on. And the less we will continue to self-sabotage our lives, self-sabotage ourselves, our relationships, our path in life, what we do for a living. Because these automatic things, all the things we've been doing automatically, unconsciously, the darkness that have been covering our perception, our true perception, begins to dissolve. The veil is lifting. The fog is clearing. So I really want to be a friend for you during this process of awakening, during this process of first diving into the darkness, facing the fears, and turning that darkness into light. That is not to say that I am that is not to say I know a lot more necessarily than you do. But on this path, especially during these dark night periods, having someone who can help you and who can just stand by your side, it can be very, very valuable. And during the rather long and arduous and horrifying and exhausting dark nights that I've experienced, the Reiki has been one of those practices that have really helped me a lot. It really helped me to stay grounded and be able to bring about a sense of love and acceptance in myself. Not always, but a lot of the time. Sometimes you just really have to fall and just break. That's really a part of this dark night of the soul, why it's there. There's something that has to break open um, to be able to come through this experience on the other side with this wider perspective. But Reiki has helped me a lot, and especially during the dark nights of the soul or dark nights of the mind that I've experienced. So that was a little talk after this very nice Eclipse Reiki healing session. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Put a comment in the comment section below if you want to take part in this 1 week free healing journey. Put a 1 or a yes or something like that in the comment section below so that I know. And also remember to connect with me on Facebook. The link is in the description. Remember to press subscribe, but also the bell button if you want to be notified when I upload these free healing live streams. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Have a really nice day or evening and night. Much love. Namaste.